National Park, going up to Yosemite Falls, and we are seeing a tremendous amount of rock work here, which is more, as you see in parks, especially these high-use ones, which get, I don't know, millions of visitors a year. All these steps, and then, these retaining walls shoring up the sides. Really amazing. We don't get to do that on the Forest Service trail crew too much. We don't have the time or money. Forests don't bring in the money that parks do. We don't have the volume, nor the fees. Every car that comes in here pays a fee at some point, whether you buy a pass or just pay at the gate. Whereas on the forest, even if we did have the volume, not everybody pays. There's really not too many fees. Maybe a trailhead parking fee or wilderness, permit, campfire permit, firewood cutting permits, but they don't really add up to anything, I think. So we just kind of have to maintain. Don't get to do too much building like probably won't go all the way. But again, looking at this rock work, I'm reminded of when I was hiking in the Tatras, or when I was in Slovakia, when I was hiking in the Tatras, and I was struck by how developed the trails were. Like, it was more like this the whole way. And we're talking, in big mountains. But I guess I hadn't really done much hiking in our own national parks to see that that's actually relatively normal for a national park, because that's basically what the Tatras are, I think. So yeah, like you would see this kind of thing the whole way on places where it was steep and for like a long ways. So I guess I was just inexperienced in that. And in the Grand Canyon, I was again kind of struck by how maintained and developed those trails are. Those are just like, wow, what a huge amount of work went into those. Our Forest Service trails, by comparison, it's like, just, dig a bench on there and call her good. Just make sure to put some dips in and make sure your switchbacks are wide enough. Hallelujah, we've made it on top. Stopped climbing. Now I think it's another mile to the top of that. I guess that's Yosemite Point, I think. This UK guy said it was really awesome up there. Man, this would be a really nice place to camp up here. Nice flat needle-strewn bedding. Just amazing. Well, I'm going to save my footage until we get up there, because the battery's flashing at me. little more than the 10 minutes that UK guy told me. That's where we came up. You can see the trail down there where this stick is pointing. And then switch back, switch back, switch back up there. Yeah, Yosemite Valley. I really raced up here. I wanted to get up here while the sun was still good, and I will definitely be hiking back in the dark. When I was coming up, there was a couple, and they had a little girl with them. They were going to camp up here, you know, down in the falls area. And that little girl couldn't have been older than Alden, so about 3 years old. They are not going to make it up before dark, and they're probably going to be carrying her most of the way. There are some pretty big steps there for little, you know, 12-inch legs, or however long the 12-year-old's legs are. 3-year-old's legs, if she was that. She might have been a little bit older, I don't know. There you can see more switchbacks. I'll get out my binocs and see if I can spot them. No, I spotted them. They're on one of those switchbacks down there, so actually, I think they will make it up there by dark. I mean, really, you got another hour. The sun's setting here because that rim is so high. But yeah, I think they'll actually do it. Cutting it close though. IMO.